Breaking news as it unfolds across the nation reveals a shocking act of violence on a U.S. Army base, Fort Stewart in Georgia, where a gunman opened fire, injuring 5 soldiers. Chaos erupted as soldiers scrambled for cover while an active duty sergeant armed with a personal handgun opened fire during work hours. The base was quickly placed on lockdown. Courageous co-workers managed to wrestle the suspect to the ground, preventing further bloodshed. Authorities are now investigating how the suspect brought a personal weapon onto the base, especially after a recent DUI arrest that the chain of command was unaware of. The victims are in stable condition, recovering in nearby hospitals. Meanwhile, millions of Americans from the Midwest to the Northeast are under air quality alerts due to smoke from ongoing Canadian wildfires. Cities like New York and Chicago rank among the worst globally in terms of air quality. The haze carries toxic fine particles with health impacts likened to smoking multiple cigarettes per day. Fires in California and Canada continue to exacerbate the situation. Simultaneously, 2 tropical systems in the Atlantic are being closely watched as hurricane season intensifies. In Texas, increased security measures are now in place at a prison camp where Ghislaine Maxwell was recently transferred. The camp, known for its minimal security, is now deploying specially trained officers, though no threats have been confirmed. Maxwell was transferred after meeting with the Justice Department. Speculation grows over whether transcripts or audio from her meeting may be released.
We had some very good talks with President Putin today. There's a good chance that there will be a meeting very soon.
President Trump stated that a potential meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin could occur soon, contingent on Putin also meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky. This development follows a meeting between Trump's envoy and Putin. Simultaneously, Trump threatens severe sanctions on Russia.
And I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought...
In Florida, a woman has been arrested for impersonating a nurse, allegedly treating over 4,400 patients using a stolen license. She provided care from mid-2024 to early 2025, including drawing blood and administering medication, despite lacking proper credentials. A deeper investigation was launched after she failed to verify her identity during a promotion. A daring rescue operation took place in Antarctica, where 3 individuals were evacuated from a U.S. research station amid extreme cold and darkness. A New Zealand Air Force crew completed the high-risk mission, flying patients to Christchurch for medical attention.
We'll be putting a tariff on of approximately 100%.
Amid new tariffs set to activate at midnight, President Trump announced a 100% tariff on semiconductor imports.
The good news for companies like Apple is if you're building...
He also celebrated Apple's additional $100 billion commitment to U.S. manufacturing. While Trump pushes for iPhones to be fully made in the U.S., experts warn this could triple the cost per phone. The tariffs could impact a wide range of consumer goods. In Japan, ceremonies commemorated the 80th anniversary of the Hiroshima atomic bombing, where 140,000 lives were lost. Survivors gathered at Peace Memorial Park, reflecting on the tragedy that ended World War II. In Florida, authorities arrested a man at West Palm Beach Airport after finding a loaded AR-15 and knives in his rental car. In Dresden, Germany, a 550-pound World War II-era bomb prompted the evacuation of 17,000 people. Tributes pour in following the death of Kelly Mack, best known for her role in The Walking Dead. She died at 33 after battling a glioma. Brad Pitt's mother, Jane Pitt, also passed away at 84. Her family described her as vibrant and deeply missed, a milestone for Major League Baseball as Ann Powell becomes the league's first female umpire for a regular season game, set to officiate a doubleheader between the Braves and Marlins. In a major business move, ESPN has acquired the NFL Network and Red Zone channel. The NFL will now hold a 10% equity stake in ESPN, with a new ESPN streaming platform launching soon. And finally, a heartfelt story from the Boston Marathon. Kayla Coons, a mother of 4, was captured mid-run on her family's camera, not knowing it was still recording. What followed was a beautiful, candid moment of her family cheering her on, filled with pride and love. In her words, hearing those unfiltered voices made her realize the power of love and support. It's a reminder that encouragement, even when unnoticed, can carry us through the hardest miles.